I'm home.
Have you picked the wedding date?
We don't want a ceremony.
No ceremony?
First of all, congratulations on this film. You just blew me away with your performance, and I feel like the scenes between your character and Min are some of the most touching in the film. And that moment where she talks about how she had to marry someone she didn't really love, I feel like is so powerful and adds so much depth and connection to everything. So I'm curious if you can talk about how you approach that particular moment in the film.
Actually, it's written in English, but we have to translate between Andrew and me. So we discussed about that scene, and I shared my personal experience with Andrew. So almost I translated in my way. So which I'm grateful that Andrew accepted my idea.
And something I love about your character is she's so smart and observant, and she knows a lot more than I feel like she lets on in a lot of ways. Can you talk about playing that element of that character, of someone who kind of sees what's going on, but kind of holds her cards close to her chest a little bit?
When you get older, you can see. My age, I can able to see what's going on. Even though I couldn't speak English well, though, I can tell. Like this. And then, of course, I've been watching him when he was born. And she was, I'm sure, curious about he was different than others. So, but they never talk about it. In Korea, we should not talk about it. It's a very conservative country. So she trying to protect him. Just her way of loving him is just to protect his money. And she now, when she realized he's definitely gay, and I agree with him. That moment, I think we and Andrew did good job. I mean,
Absolutely. And I mean, this character, there's so much depth to her because she is very sort of guarded and stoic, but there is this real softness and vulnerability and love underneath. So I'm curious if you can talk about how you sort of balance those two sides of the character and how you chose when to let that softer part of her sort of show and come out.
well, I think all those years she's been wondering about him, but never speak out, you know, between him and me. But she finally realized he's different, and I think that character, my character, is very thoughtful and wise grandmother, where she cannot change him. He was born like that, and she accepts all the reality. So when you get older, I think you get smarter or wiser.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just loved your dynamic with the character of Men. It's so beautiful and feels so authentic. So I'm curious how you developed that chemistry with Ji Chan because you guys just have such a beautiful relationship to each other that I can only imagine you guys did some work like on the set outside of the scenes to sort of build that relationship.
Actually, I was complaining about that scene because I met him first time a couple days ago, and then he was shooting that scene. That was my first day or something like that. So I was complaining about, grumpy about. I could at least have some relationship between Min and me, getting to know each other. And then right there, he asked me to do it, and my son was being my manager because I do have a lack of English. So my son said, should I talk to Andrew? We can change the date. So I said, well, it's okay. I'm professional. I'm sure they have a reason why they are shooting this fast. So I did it. And the Min followed my feelings, was just, flow like this. And I'm sure he knows me in Korea, and then he can follow my feelings. Then I don't know what to say. So if it touched you, then I think we did successful scene. I think him and me,
Absolutely. I mean, you are such an iconic actress who's done so much in your career. So I'm curious, what is one thing that this role allowed you to do that you feel like you maybe sort of haven't gotten to do much before?
I think next year, my 60 years anniversary, my acting career. So tell you the truth is, I'm sure I did everything. I started like a freshman year in college, so I played many different roles. But this one, I wasn't going to do it because Andrew sent me the script. One of his friends who knows me from Minari, and it's all written in English. With my lack of English, it's very give me so headache. So I asked my son to read it, and my second son and me was thinking about, okay, we're not going to do independent movie anymore. So we said no to him first, and then my first son read the script, and then he's fan of Andrew and fan of Bowen Yang, so you should do it, Mom. It's not the money. So, well, I follow my son's direction, so I did it.
I love that. I am so happy that they convinced you to do it because you're so wonderful in it. Is there a day or a moment on set that you can remember as being your favorite, whether it was a very funny day or a very moving day? Is there one that really sticks out to you about it?
I only remember painful day.
Fair enough.
We were shooting the weddings, typical Korean wedding ceremony scene, and we all crew, Bowen, Lily, and Kelly, all of us was going down to the floor to enter the ceremonial, the place. And then Andrew kept asking us, going up again and down again. And I don't know, it was countless. So my leg was aching, and I didn't know why he's taking so many takes. So finally I texted his friend, the one who introduced Andrew. Your friend is killing me, so please tell him not to take too many takes. I will do it. That moment I remember.
That's so fair. You pushed through and you made a great final product. I know people are also going to get to see you, I believe, in season 2 of Beef, if I am remembering correctly. Is there anything that you can tell us about your role in that series? Because I know we're all very excited for that.
I'm shooting right now. Actually, that's why I'm in LA, because my last day will be end of March. No, and it's supposed to end of March, but it got postponed because of the weather and everything. So my last shooting date in LA would be April, end of April. So that one is also billionaire chairwoman who has husband 20 years younger than her. That was very interesting role. So, and did you ever heard the Song Kang-ho in Korean actor? He's in Parasite and he's everywhere with the Bong Joon-ho. And he could be my second husband, the 20 years younger than me. And actual age differences between him and me is 20 years difference. So I'm very curious and excited about how we're going to play each other.
Yes, absolutely. I can't wait to see you in that, and I can't wait for everyone to get to see you in this movie. Just congratulations, and it was such an honor getting to speak to you today. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.